Hello, I'm Tess Prince and welcome to my outside kitchen. Today I'm going to be making the most beautiful love balls, and they're so easy to make and you will not believe how delicious they are. All you need is 2 pieces of equipment, and that is a food processor and your hands. It couldn't be more simple, so really you must give these a go because they're a pleasure to make, but even more of a pleasure to eat. The first recipe I'm going to do are my nutty honey balls. So if you love peanut butter, coconuts, almonds, these are the ones. And when you bite into them, you get this luxurious mouthfeel that it just feels like an indulgent truffle. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in my nuts. So here I've got 100 grams of flaked almonds, and we have 50 grams of hazelnuts. So it's best to put the nuts in first and give them a whiz. So what I do, I keep checking as I go, and then it's a question of putting in all the other ingredients. So that's 30 grams of coconut. And then I've got some incredible local bee pollen. Pumpkin seeds, the melted coconut oil, and that basically binds it together. Then we've got the local honey. That's like liquid gold. I've got a homemade nut butter. If you feel like making a homemade nut butter, it does make a big difference, but if you haven't got time, there are so many good nut butters on the market now. So put in 4 tablespoons. So now you're going to blend it. So you can just keep pulsing. So that just basically ensures that it's evenly blended. And then what I'll do, I'll scrape down the edges and then just give it a final mix. Already I want to dive in and eat the bowl. So to make that into a solid ball, it's best to chill it down. So I'll scrape that into a container, and then you can pop that into the fridge for a couple of hours, or if you're impatient, pop it in the freezer. So my mixture has been in the fridge for about 3 hours, so it's really nice and solid. It just makes life so much easier when you're rolling it into balls. So as you can see, we've been joined by a couple of bees, obviously looking for their pollen. So I'm just going to crack on regardless. So that's the kind of size ball. I'm using a melon baller. So here I've got 2 different types of topping. I've got an unsweetened coconut, and I've got chopped nuts, and I've added pistachios to that because I just love the colour. So I'll do 2 different types. So you can roll it around in the coconut. And then here I've got pistachios, beautiful pistachios, almonds, and hazelnuts. You've got to work quite quickly, because as you can see, it's already starting to melt. And then you'll roll them in the toppings and then quickly put them back in the fridge to set. Once you've made them and decorated them, you can keep them in the fridge for a good few weeks, but they won't last that long. They'll be gone within hours. Or if you make a double batch, you can freeze them. They freeze really well, but what you're going to get is this most luxurious, buttery, creamy, nutty deliciousness that you'll just keep wanting to dive in for more. But I'm going to put them in the fridge now because they're going to start to melt. So for full recipe details and other variations, go to my website, lovefoodibiza.com. Thanks for watching.